Hey guys, Shapy here. Today we'll be bringing you a new video idea. Instead of doing movie reactions on the channel, today we'll be doing a movie review. I did one on the channel about a year or so ago, and this was Evil Dead Rise. Check this out here. Yeah, that video did alright. I just wanted to do something different at the time and thought, well, I enjoyed it. I liked doing the movie review, but I didn't really get a response on if people wanted me more movie reviews on the channel or not. Watched LongLegs this weekend and thought, well, if there's ever a time to make a movie review about something, it's this film. This film, LongLegs, was one of my most anticipated films of the year. So, yeah. Very divisive film, if you guys didn't know already. A lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it. I'll be giving you my thoughts on the movie. This will be spoiler free. It might have a few little spoilers, but I'll try and keep it spoiler free for you. Let's see how you guys like the reviews on the channel. If you want me to post more than happy to do so. But yeah. Let's talk about LongLegs. First of all, let's talk about the good things that I liked in LongLegs. Quite a few things that I really liked about this movie, but the thing that caught my eye first of all, and the thing that probably stayed with me, is the cinematography. The director, Oz Perkins, he was unreal in this movie. Is the son of Anthony Perkins in Psycho, the classic film. Yeah, this is the first Oz Perkins film that I have seen. I have not seen any of his other horrors, but I've heard he's got a few decent horror movies out there, like The Black Coat's Daughter. So, if it's anything like this, the way that he filmed it, beautiful. I'd love to check out some more of his films. But yeah, that really stuck with me, the cinematography and the way the film even started. Very unique. And the way that he just described the feeling of being uneasy while watching. Very hard to do on film without it being too cheesy with jump scares or over the top cliches, but he did it in a great way that I haven't seen in a movie in a long time. The feeling of dread just gave me big Hereditary vibes with the wide shots where you're focusing on one person, but you're looking in the back for about 2-3 minutes in a scene, waiting for something to happen. You know something's back there, but you're waiting for it to come out. They're the type of movies that creep me out the most. They're the most effective to me, and he did this throughout the whole movie, which I absolutely loved. So it's more of a creepy movie than a horror, and I much prefer that. Say the creepiest movie I've seen of the year so far. It's not. I know I've seen a lot of hype behind it saying it's the scariest movie ever, scariest movie of the year. This movie isn't so much scary as it is very creepy. It's on your nerves. It'll make you like turn the lights on in your house when you get back from it. Not so much scared as in I'm terrified I'm not going to sleep tonight, but it'll make you a bit creeped out when you're on your way back home. Another good thing I want to bring up is the cast, starting with Nicolas Cage. Everyone knows he's in this movie as the serial killer LongLegs. It's not a spoiler, that's in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling that for you guys, but he was unreal. Very hit or miss Nicolas Cage he can be, but within the last 2 to 5 years, I feel like he's really just come out, and he's in the prime of his career, believe it or not. I feel like I've loved a lot of his movies. Last year, Dream Scenario that he was in was probably in my top 5 of the year if you look back on my ratings for the year for 2023. Loved that movie. He's amazing in this. He's fucking crazy and hilarious at the same time. You get what I mean once you've watched the movie. I actually wanted more of his character in this. I feel like we got the right amount, but I wanted more Nicolas Cage. He has a big presence on screen. He's just a special talent. Also, Micah Monroe, one of my favorite screen queens at the moment. She plays Lee Harter, who I can tell right off the bat on this movie that she's got something up with her. Her character is special. It's not just the generic FBI agent character that you see in film. She adds her own little twist onto the character, and I love what she did with the character. She's been amazing for so long. I've definitely kept an eye on her throughout the years, and she delivers once again. Not surprised. Also, one more thing I wanted to add is a lot of throwbacks to like Seven, Silence of the Lambs a little bit, and a bit of Zodiac as well. A lot of crime thrillers from 90s to the 2000s where FBI tries to catch a serial killer. There's a ton of them in the early 2000s. Very much a throwback to them, but its own little twist on it. It's not exactly the same. He's done his own original story and very original way that the story pans out than what other detective thrillers go with. Alright, moving into the mixed things. There were a few mixed things in this movie that I had. I wish one big thing, this is a personal thing, I wish we developed more of a relationship with Lee and her mother Ruth. This is a bit of a spoiler territory, so maybe skip a minute or two after I'm done talking here. But yeah, I wish they developed more of a relationship. You could tell there's something wrong with their relationship in the first exchange of the phone. But I wish we'd built more throughout the years on. You could tell they're not close, the mother and daughter, but I wish we got some more backstory other than when she was a child and what happened. I wish we got throughout of her teenage years and that of just the relationship falling apart of that. It would have added a bit more to the characters. Also, the twist was very predictable. Like I said, within the first time of them talking to each other in the first 15 minutes, I called the twist. I feel like a lot of people could see this early on and kind of want more from it. It was an alright twist, but I felt like I wanted more from it. Also, I wanted to say the third act felt very rushed. Like, the first half of the movie is brilliant, like some of the best that I've seen, but it hits a point where you clearly tell as well when it is, stuff starts just rushing throughout, and bonkers. I'll give it that. It's fun, but I feel like they could have fleshed it out a bit more without it seeming so just rushed to end the movie and end the conflict. Also, my last thing about the mixed category I wanted to say, I wish the supporting characters got a little bit more development. As I was saying earlier, the relationship between Lee and Ruth, mother and daughter, I wish their relationship was a bit more developed, but I wish the supporting characters were just, even if it was a tiny bit, it's an extra scene or two with one of the FBI agents, that Asian woman that's in the FBI, and also Agent Carter as well. We got a bit of backstory with him, a few scenes of him and he together, but I wish we got a bit more from all three of them together, and also his family, which is in the movie. It's a movie about family, and it's hard not to give you spoilers, to be honest, guys. But yeah, if you know, you know. I can't say much. I don't want to spoil, but I wish those supporting characters were a little bit more developed from what happens. Okay, the bad. Now, this movie was amazing, but it did have some bad things that had going for it. That there isn't too much that I should say is. The thing I had an issue with the most, as I said earlier in the midst, was it felt rushed, but the difference from being in the midst and bad is the whole third act. I feel like was bad. That's what's diverse about this movie. A lot of people either love it or hate it. I love the movie, but I personally thought the third act should have been much more impactful than what it was. Character decisions were basic to predictable, and just the way the story went was very cliche and predictable from a screenwriting aspect. But again, I liked how ballsy and crazy the third act is, but definitely could have improved. And I do need to rewatch it. I might understand and like it a bit better on second, third viewing, but as a first view, the third act really drove it away from it being a perfect film in my eyes to still being an amazing film, but it hurt it. I must say. Also, speaking of hurt, too much hype in this movie can divide audience, I must say. I don't know if you guys know, but so much hype behind this movie. I'm one of them. I was super hyped. This was my most anticipated movie of the year. The trailers were some of the best I've ever seen, to be honest, and that can hurt a movie, I must say. Calling it the scariest movie of the year, scariest movie of all time. This movie doesn't need those tags to sell you an amazing movie. You can watch this without people saying it's the scariest thing ever, the greatest thing ever. I really think that damages you going into it, and you're just looking to go into it to enjoy like a Seven type of film, FBI detective type thriller. You will love this. This will probably exceed expectations, but if you're going in expecting the best movie of all time, you will be disappointed one way or another. But yeah, still really enjoyed it. Loved the movie. My letterbox ranking I'll put on screen right now, and yeah, probably one of my favorite movies of the year. Definitely probably will be in my top 10, and you know, if you guys want me to do more movie reviews on the channel. I did also see Maxine that same night that I saw LongLegs, so if you guys want me to give a little movie review of Maxine as well, I'll be happy to do so. You know, Shapy, if you have a comment, subscribe, and like the video, please. Helps a ton. Anyway, peace out, guys.